Hi, my name is John, and welcome to my channel. You're probably wondering of course, you've been following me for a while. You're probably wondering, John, why are you finally in person? And I'll tell you why. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and to be honest with you, I'm always such a perfectionist that I want to make sure everything is good to go. And you may have a good video, but if your audio is terrible, then it really can be distracting. I know some people don't mind it, but I just wanted at least a decent audio setup. And so I finally got myself a mic and a audio recorder as well. And I want to start working on film reviews. I've been obviously doing film reviews in multiple formats, whether that be through the radio show, Cinema Hits and Misses, which there are several episodes uploaded on this channel that you can listen to, and there will be more coming in the future. I also been trying to do a little more camera work through an app called Stardust. Now, Stardust is basically, I'd always describe it as Snapchat, but with film review, or even TV. So you can talk about the trailers for upcoming movies or TV shows. You can talk about any movie, any TV show, particular episodes of a TV show, even the whole season, whatever you want. It's right on Stardust, but you're limited to 30 seconds, or anywhere between 3 and 30 seconds. And that's great if you just want impressions. And we've been having a really good community growing these past few months. I think everyone, or actually anyone who's interested in doing this kind of thing, I think Stardust is a great way to start. So you're probably wondering how I got into filmmaking, and that's with Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy. I was fascinated not only by the scale of it, but by every little detail. From the cinematography, to the score by Howard Shore, to the effects. It's really cool looking at the behind the scenes stuff of how these things were made, because I believed them to be real, though now I know that they're not. It still just wows me that even for that time, what they were able to pull off, it's really impressive. If you haven't seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy, go see it. It wasn't until I got into college where I really decided I wanted to do filmmaking as a career. Originally, I was in the theater department. I wanted to do acting, and there was just a couple things. There's issues going on within the department. I was finding myself not caring so much about the other aspects of theater, and that's what that theater program was really all about. It wasn't just acting strictly. It was everything in between, and it gave me great respect for those who work in technical theater, but I just knew that I could not do it. If I couldn't find an acting job and that'd be my backup, I'm like, there had to be something else. So I remembered a film that I worked on with a friend, and I had a really fun time with it. And so I decided to make the switch from theater to media studies. Now, granted, it's not like strictly video production. There were other aspects of media studies, but overall, that was my main focus when I was in college. And now that I've graduated, it's been over 6 months at this point, and I knew that once I got out, I wanted to work on film reviews. I've been doing film reviews really since 2015. I did on Tumblr for a while under a different name, but that had nothing to do with film. It had to do with video games and soundtracks, and it really just wasn't working, and I kind of just got tired of it. It wasn't until I started doing film reviews for the free press, which was super rejuvenating for me. It got me interested in reviewing films again. And then there was another thing, Stardust. Stardust was a great way of getting back into it. But I knew that going out of graduation, I wanted to do film reviews as content creation. And so now that I have the proper setup and all, I feel like I want to give it a crack at it. Now, I know we're towards the end of the year. There's a lot of Oscar films coming out. A lot of people start making their top 10 lists. I'm not doing that just yet. We're far from the end of the year in my book. I always do January to January because a lot of the late 2016 films, I'm thinking last year, the late films of the year don't really come out till January of the following year. So, really I do January to January. If you want to see the films I've seen this year, you can check out my Letterboxd, which will be in the description below, along with all my other social media links. I'm going to try to be more active on those too, now that I'm trying to be more committed towards content creation, which is will primarily be film reviews or TV, though granted a lot of my TV shows have currently ended right now. I still need to catch up on Punisher, so maybe I'll do that. We'll see. So thank you for listening to me blab on for a while about what this channel will be. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Thanks again.